MAT 602 Abstract Algebra 2nd. Name of the chapter is Models. Previous chapter is a vector space. We have defined vector space over a field F. Now we define a module over an arbitrary ring R. An introduction. Just I have told that, I am repeating again. The notation of module will be generalized of that of a vector space. In case of vector space, the scalars are elements of a field, while in a module, the scalars are elements of arbitrary ring R. Now we define module. Let R be any ring. A non-empty set M is said to be an R module or a module over a ring R if M is an abelian group under the operation addition, such that for every small r belongs to ring R and small m belongs to capital M, there exists an element R into M in M satisfying the condition Ra plus B is equals to Ra plus Rb. Second, Rs into A is equal to Rs into A. R plus S into A is equals to Ra plus Sa for all AB belongs to the set M and R and S belongs to the ring R. If these conditions are satisfied, we say that M is a module over the ring R. Friends, remember the difference between vector space and module. In case of vector space, we shall consider the elements, scalars as elements of field. And in case of module, we shall consider scalars as element of any arbitrary ring. As any arbitrary ring does not contain unity element, that is 1, therefore there is no condition about the unity element here. Now here M is abelian group under operation of addition. That means there are actually 4 conditions. First is M plus is an abelian group. Second, Ra plus B is equal to Ra plus Rb. Third, Rsa plus Rsa is equal to Rs into A. R plus S into A is equal to Ra plus Sa. These 4 conditions. Then we say that M is a module over the arbitrary ring R. Here you have to remember that the element of arbitrary ring R is multiplied on left side, and therefore the module is called as a left R module. If these elements are multiplied on right side, then module is called as a right R module. We have mentioned this in remark. We should call the object we have defined a left R module, for we allow multiplication by elements of R from the left sides. Means in this definition we have considered multiplication of elements of R on the left side, and therefore this module is called as a left R module. Similarly, we could define a right R module, that means multiply the elements of ring R on the right side, then R module. In this chapter, we shall consider only left modules, and therefore instead of saying left module, right module, only we say that R module. Once we say that R module, no doubt it is a left R module. Is it clear? Now we shall define unital R module. Already I have told that the ring R does not contains the unit element. If it contains the unit element 1, such ring is called as a ring with unit element. But the ring contains the unit element, then such module is called as a unital R module, and therefore we define it as, let R be a ring with unit element 1, then R module M is called as a unital R module if 1 into M is equals to M for every element small m in module M. Means we shall consider R module at first, and if there exists unit element 1 satisfying the condition 1 into M is equals to M, then R module is called as a unital R module. Okay. Then note, if in the ring R is a field, means if the ring R is a field, then the unital R module is a vector space over the field R. Means if R is a ring, then unital R module is a vector space over the field R. You have to remember this for MCQ. Then next definition, cyclic module. An R module M is said to be cyclic module if there is an element small m suffix 0 belongs to capital M satisfying the condition that small m belongs to M is of the form m is equals to R into M0, where R is the element of ring R. Okay, if this condition is satisfied, then the R module M is called as a cyclic R module. And where M is called as a, M0 is called as a generator of cyclic module M. For example, if R is a ring of integers, a cyclic R module is a cyclic group. Cyclic R module is a cyclic group if R is a ring of integer. Then finitely generated module. An R module M is said to be finitely generated if there exists element A1, A2, An of the module M such that every element M in module M is of the form M is equals to R1A1 plus R2A2 plus on Rn An. That means for elements A1, A2, An belongs to M, if M is equals to R1A1 plus R2M2 plus on Rn An, this condition is satisfied, then R module M is called as a finitely generated R module. Then example. Now here I am not going to details a solution of this example, only you have to remember this as an example for MCQ purpose. Proofs are given in my notes. Show that every abelian group G is a module over the ring of integer. Means you have to remember that if G is a abelian group, then it is a module over the ring of integer. That means every abelian group G is a module over the ring of integer. You have to remember that. Again, I am repeating. Every abelian group G is a module over the ring of dash dash. You have to remember that, over the ring of integers. The next result is, if M is a left ideal of a ring R, then M is R module. That means if M is a left ideal of a ring R, then R is a ring is a R module. Next example, every ring R is an R module over itself. You have to remember that every ring R is a R module over itself. And fourth example, M be an R module if M small m belongs to capital M, let lambda m is equals to x belongs to R such that xm is equals to 0. Then lambda m is a left ideal of R. Okay. With these examples, we conclude our lecture, but you have to remember that what is the difference between vector space and module. In case of unital module, one belongs to R, and finite generated module means if every element M belongs to R module capital M, R1 A1 plus R2 A2 plus so on Rn An is equals to M. Okay, thank you.